Hello, this is Mike. I wanted to give you a little background on who I am. That's because you'll be working on projects with me, and give you some insight into some of the other personally owned websites that I operate as well. This is me right here, and my wife Ann and my son Anson. We have a sailboat in Lake Michigan that we sail during the summer and the weekends. I live in Lake Forest, Illinois, which is a suburb north of Chicago. I used to live downtown Chicago, but I moved up here about 10 years ago, or about 5 years ago. I moved to Highland Park, which is a town south, and then I moved to Lake Forest. So I live in Lake Forest, Illinois, which is about 45 minutes north of Chicago. I have my wife, Ann, and we have two kids. Anson is the boy. He is going to be in first grade, going to be in second grade, and his name is Anson. And then Marilee is my daughter, and she is going to be in first grade. They both go to the public schools here in Lake Forest. I have been an entrepreneur and a consultant and a marketing person for a number of years. I've worked in a lot of different industries, ranging from vacuum cleaners for a company called Bissell, which was one of my first jobs, to financial data services, to big internet companies like Real Networks, to public companies, to private companies. I used to run a bunch of wineries out in California for a company here in Lake Forest. And I've also written some books and things like that. So right now I'm just doing a lot of consulting and trying to get some of my own businesses kind of off the ground. I don't want to go back into the corporate world. I've done that enough that I am ready to not do it. I teach entrepreneurship at Northwestern University, which is here in Chicago, and I'll be teaching entrepreneurship at the Graduate School at University of Chicago this fall and in the winter. So I'm also a graduate of both of those schools as well. Several years ago, I wrote a book called How to Make Colleges Want You, and became the basis for this website, collegepeas.com. And basically what I do is I try to promote my book, a DVD, seminar, and counseling services. So I do some consulting on a regular basis for some students trying to get into college. So this is an area that needs some improvement. Here's my DVD. This is collegepeas.com. This was my first sort of online business, so that's why everything's called College Peas. The other book that I've written is called Trade Show Samurai, and again, here is a book and consulting site that I use that needs a little bit of work. Trade Show Samurai is about how to capture leads at a trade show, and it's a book that I've self-published. The next book that I've written, which is just in the works right now, is called Slicing Pie. It's how you divide up equity in an early stage company. So it's fairly so how do you do it fairly for people. And it's a book that I've just finished writing. Again, it's self-published, and I want to be able to start selling that book a little bit more. And the last book that's in the works is called I Get Knocked Down, But I Get Up Again. It's a book about how to get a job when you've lost your job over and over again. So I've been in and out of jobs a number of times. I'm very good at getting jobs, and I've written a book about how to get a job. Actually, there's one more book that I've written. It's called Silver Bullet Parenting, and this is a cheesy landing page site. This one needs a lot of work, but I think it has a lot of potential. It's how to get your kids to behave and be happy using a kind of a checklist program that I've developed. So those are some of the book sites that I want to start developing further and getting ranked on Google and doing some advertising for. I think there's a lot of potential in all of them that just need some attention. I also have a website that generates a little bit of revenue. It's called partyscholarship.com, and what people do is they apply for a scholarship to fund a party. There's an idea I had one morning on the way to work, and after work I came home and built the site from scratch in just a few hours. So the site needs a lot of work, and especially with the voting, and as you can see, it moves extremely slow. I'm not sure why, but it's a site that needs a lot of work, and hopefully it'll get some work. So those are some of my personally owned sites: College Peas, Trade Show Samurai, Silver Bullet Parenting, Slicing Pie, and Party Scholarship. I have another site called Joke Scholarship and some other scholarship sites that I want to get fired up. I make money when people click on ads, for instance. So those are some of my personal sites. So in addition to my teaching and my consulting with Autocar, I do these personal sites, and I also have a couple of other projects that I'll talk to you about in more detail. But that's sort of who I am personally, and thanks for watching.